Time? Go time.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to episode number 13 of the Peter and Miles podcast, live edition. RJ and I are coming at you today with our overall thoughts, our final consensus, the final verdict, as it says in the title of Marvel Spider-Man 2, The Game. And we were originally going to do this a little earlier, but we really thought it was a good idea to, let it digest, let it sink in for everybody. And so there's no spoilers. So if you haven't played the game now and you're watching the stream, come on now. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Go bite the bullet, pay that $70 and play the game, and then come back and watch the stream.
Play the game.
Exactly. And we're sorry we're late. It wouldn't be a Spider-Man stream if we were on time. So
that is true.
And usually it's Peter Parker that's late, but this time I'm gonna shift. It was Miles that was late, a little late today.
Yeah, I was late.
But he's a busy man, so we'll cut him some slack. So, yeah, we haven't done a stream since. We haven't done an episode of the podcast together since October 19th when we were counting down, and we were just like.
That's crazy.
It's 11:45. We gotta go. Sorry, guys, we gotta go. So
it's the beginning of November already, man. That's crazy.
That feels like yesterday, and it's 3 weeks today. I think. Is it 3 weeks?
Yeah.
No, technically it's 2. It's technically 2, but it feels like 3. But it's also felt like yesterday. So, yeah. RJ, what's your overall thoughts on the game? Did you like it? Did you love it? So there are a few like tidbits that you didn't like. How you feeling?
I liked it. The gameplay was phenomenal. It's probably the best gameplay through any Spider-Man game, like across all of them. It's the best gameplay by far. I like the story of it. I mean, obviously we'll talk about that because I do have some issues with that. Story. But, we'll talk about that later on the stream. But it's a good game. I hope that everyone that's played it, really enjoyed it. I know I did. I remember we were playing it on a PSN chat, and we were just in awe of what we were getting. Yeah. It was amazing. So, but I really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, so with me, I mean, obviously, everybody who knows me knows I'm a super fan of Insomniac Spider-Man, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna take everything Insomniac gives us and cock gobble all of it. Nah, I'm not gonna be doing that. I do love Insomniac. I think they're an amazing developer, but nothing is perfect at the same time. Nothing is perfect. This is still probably the best game that I've ever played, but I'm with RJ a little bit. A few of the story elements I was not a fan of, but overall the story I thought was pretty awesome. Not the best Spider-Man story ever made. We're not going to go that far, but it was good. It was good. So I guess we can hold on. I do want to shout out some people who are in the chat real quick before we dive in. Melissa, Lisa, Drew, working on a Venom horror story. It's about Peter Parker, Spider-Man becoming Venom and going down his villain arc. His transformation is terrifying. That's pretty cool, dude. You're gonna have to send that our way once it's like finished, because it's pretty interesting.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Adam said he's tired.
Go here, Adam. All right, shut the hell up. We love you.
Jessica Drew 1610. What are we talking about? We're talking about the game. We're talking about Spider-Man 2. That's what we're talking about. Tristan, what's up, bro? Thanks for popping in, dude. But anyways, so stuff we liked. I mean, probably can't cover all of it, but there's a fair bit of stuff that I liked, and I'm sure you're the same. Kind of like what RJ was saying about the gameplay. The gameplay, Insomniac really took it to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
They, oh jeez. Anyways, like the traversal is what really sticks out to me because the way you can get around New York is so different. It's night and day almost compared to the first game. You can do what's it called, the slingshot mechanic, and you can also do eventually as you progress through the story unlock the slingshot at any point, not just the parts that are marked on the map. You can use the web wings. You can use swing assistance. You can just completely customize your experience. It really feels like however you like to play as the characters, you can make
like change it.
Yeah, everything you want. Like I remember we were starting to play it, and I was just like, Cody, what do I want? What do I choose? What's best?
Oh yeah.
So the gameplay is second to none. They really.
I remember you asked me, wait, what version did you get again of the game? I was like, I don't know. I'm just playing it right now.
And I was like, wait a minute, you started? Yeah, and you started a little bit ahead of me.
No.
The combat, it was mostly the same besides like the abilities and like some of the gadgets you get to use. How did you feel about like some of the gadgets from the last game, like not returning, getting all new gadgets?
I wasn't a big fan of that. Like the trip wine, like I love that. I love that gadget. The trip wine.
Yeah.
What else did they have that wasn't in it? Did they have the web bombs?
The web bombs, yeah, the impact web, even the electric webs. I mean, they use other electric stuff. But
impact web would have come really handy in some situations. I'm not gonna lie.
That was my favorite one because it's just boom, you're done. You're getting stuck to the wall.
But I mean, I know some people like didn't like. There's some people on Twitter that hated that those gadgets weren't in this game. Me personally, I was I didn't like. I was like 50-50. I was like, I mean, I don't really need it, but it would have come handy. Does that make sense? Like, So.
Yeah, and then we got like Miles obviously has his Venom powers, his Venom punch, smash, throw, all that stuff. So they kind of had to think of something to incorporate for Peter because he didn't really have like a defining power or feature like Miles does with his Venom. So that's where the Iron Arms had to come into play. And I think it was a cool addition. But and then they also had the symbiote, which the symbiote abilities.
That was just sick. The symbiote abilities, that was sick.
That was my favorite part of the combat. You really felt like my only thing about the combat, I would say, I wish when you had the symbiote and when you were wearing the symbiote suits, I wish that your punches did more damage. I wish that your abilities and like hits did a little more damage. Because then that would make the player feel more immersed and not the player themselves not want to take the suit off, which would be pretty crazy because you're going to feel strong in the suit. The powers are addicting. Yeah. So I did wish that they did that. But even without that, once you got the symbiote abilities and the rage mode, you were pretty much OP anyways.
For sure.
I'm kind of fine with that.
Yeah.
Now, I think let's talk a little bit about the story. So let's talk about Kraven first because I know what's that?
Go ahead.
Yeah, let's talk about Kraven a little bit because this is where we're gonna start off with a little bit of our inherent problems with it. I'm gonna hand off to RJ for this one first.
Insomniac, don't take this the wrong way. I love you guys with 100%. I love you guys. You guys are awesome, and the game developers, you guys are awesome. I have nothing but respect for you guys. But what the hell were you guys thinking with Craven? No. I'm sorry. I was disappointed on how they handled Craven.
Yeah.
I just they had me in the first half. It's one of those like when he's one of my biggest issues with the game is that the majority of the game you're just fighting Craven's army.
Mm-hmm.
And then we fight Craven like twice in the game? Like Peter fights him twice, I think.
I think actually only really once one real fight, and that was when, well, like it was two instances, but they were like really close together, so I kind of count it as one big fight.
Yeah, like so it was just disappointing on how like they handled him. Like it seemed like they were setting up Craven's Last Hunt, which is, if you know me, it's my favorite comic book, my favorite Spider-Man comic. And they just went away from it because of Venom. And this is my thing with Spider-Man properties. When they do this thing with multiple villains, No Way Home is the only project, the only form of meat. Well, I don't mean this. Okay, as far as movies and this, No Way Home is the only one that really gets having multiple villains and balancing it out right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just my personal opinion. I'm not counting the cartoons because like it's different how you judge it, but I just feel like whenever they want to have Venom incorporated into a story, he always takes away from another villain, and that's just my issue with this one. It seemed like they wanted to just get the Venom like just so fast, like, and I was just disappointed with Craven. Like he's such a like Craven is a badass. Like he, in the game, I had like he's a badass through and through, but it just felt like there wasn't that much character depth towards him because in the comic, he just, oh, what's up, Boxius?
Oh, Boxius, hey, we got a donation. Pause real quick. Boxius, what's up, my man? Thank you so much for the $5. Hey, Cody and RJ, loving the new channel. I only just found out this existed. Keep up the good work, liking the new content. Have you guys been? We're doing great, man. It's awesome to see you. I still see you plugging away on those Cobra Kai what ifs. That's awesome, dude. Keep up that great work. I don't know how you come up with these ideas, but you just keep them coming. Keep them coming. But we're doing good. I think RJ's doing good, right?
Good to hear from you. But it just seems like they every time, Craven is every time Venom is like it just seems like they just want to, like Spider-Man 3 is a classic example.
Yeah, exactly.
They just can't. They want to just get to Venom and stuff like that, and that's not Sam Raimi's fault. That's Sony's fault. But it just seemed like some Spider-Man properties have a hard time balancing out villains and stuff, and it was just my worry, like between Venom and Craven, and I just felt like Craven didn't have that much character depth to him because in some comic storylines he has a lot of character depth to him, and they talk about how like he's sick in the game a little bit. They don't talk about it a lot, but you find that when you're like sneaking in his compound, he's taking pills, so like he's sick. Like I think someone said like he had cancer or something, and like he wants to have like this great final hunt, and they just kind of they could have done more with that. Like what if Peter like wanted to like maybe save him and you know what I mean? Like it just could have seemed like they just went away with stuff, and then it was becoming personal between Peter, Miles, and Craven. Like it really was, and I just felt like, and I'm sorry, but the way he went out, like I absolutely hated how he died. Oh man, you heard my reaction too. Like, I was like, what?
Yeah, you were kind of like, oh, you're not gonna like this. Because right before that, when you were playing as Venom, you were like, oh, this is fucking sick, man. You're not gonna like this. And I was like, oh no. Oh shoot.
Yeah, because I think I was ahead of you at that point, but I was like, oh man, come on, man.
Yeah. Thank you, Boxiest, again for the $5. We appreciate it.
Man,
Yeah. So I will say this: keep playing the side missions because there is a little more backstory that's delved into. I know it's kind of redundant because it's after the fact. You know that he's already dead.
like,
But,
bro.
but there is a really, really cool. You probably already can get where I'm coming from with this. A really cool, huh?
I probably, yeah, I'm gonna get.
Yeah, a really cool special someone that appears, and you get to see in his house, and some pretty cool stuff.
Okay.
So keep playing those side missions, but yeah, it does kind of make it a little bit redundant because Craven was already dead. I like once Peter and him fought with the symbiote. Peter gets the symbiote off, and he's gone, and then we don't get another interaction of Peter and Craven. Like, why didn't we get another interaction with them when he had the symbiote off? There was no like one final conversation. I'm not saying they should have reconciled or anything, but there's
it was
one
getting personal. It was getting personal.
Yeah, like why? I just don't get why it was delved so deep into it, and then poof, nothing. Oh shit, Boxiest. Get out. I'm sorry, man, but plug your ears and get out. I'm sorry. But you're gonna love it. That's all I'm gonna say. But
it's a good game, but I do have my issues with it.
The Craven stuff, like
it bothers. It really bothers me. It really does. I don't like to be that guy, but it really does bother me.
You're not alone, dude. Spider-Man fans always have something to complain about. I'm not saying that that's what you're doing because it's justified reasoning, but you're not alone. You explain it and handle it. Shit, far better than others. They just spilled stuff on me.
I just feel like, story-wise, they could have done so much more because it's like, okay, like I was getting a little impatient. Like, okay, we're fighting, and I understand that this is a video game, so I understand that it's not comparable to like a TV show or a movie. So I understand that, but there were so many missions where like you're fighting his army and stuff like that, and his hunters, for lack of a better word, and it's just there's no other like especially when it came to him at Coney Island, that they would have been perfect, that would have been perfect if he fought him and stuff like that.
No, I was saying about a Boxiest.
I
don't blame him because you don't want to get spoiled for this game.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's literally Craven's goons doing the hunting. I know we need to have random goons to fight and beat up for missions and stuff, but like it just like, especially when he was in the arena and like Miles and Martin Lee were just fighting, he was just gonna pick up the pieces after their massive fight. If there was like someone that somehow made it out in that fight, he was just gonna pick the bones of whoever was left. And that's not hunting. That's not what Craven would do. He'd be like, no, get me in the mix. I want to kill you both.
Yeah.
Like, I think the direction was a little misconstrued by Insomniac there. But Jim Peary, the voice actor, from a voice acting perspective, a visual perspective, and a menacing perspective, that is on the nose, Craven down to a T. But it's just some of the decisions that they made in his story is where things are a little that we weren't really feeling. I'm hoping this isn't a sign of things to come with Craven as a whole, because it probably is, because that movie's going to suck ass.
And they could have put him in the MCU, but no, Sony is supposed to be Sony.
Sony villain films. No one asked for this. But yeah, Craven was a little bit of a buzzkill, and I love Venom. You love Venom. We do think he gets a little too much love because
he does get too much love.
Great villain. We love him. Like, he's in our top 5 villains of course. Yeah. But it just, he casts such a big shadow of whatever project he's a part of, and everybody is focused on that, and it kind of, other villains that are part of it just kind of get funneled away, pushed to the side. And it's kind of unfortunate because Craven is probably number 3 on my favorite, just villains. If
Yeah.
I'm talking about the comics, TV shows, and everything, he's probably my number 3. He's up there. Like the only people I can think of that might be above him is Mysterio and Goblin.
Yeah.
So, yeah, RJ and I were a little bit disappointed in just the story with Craven because, I mean, we love Craven and we were super hyped for him in this game, but just a little bit let down.
Like that, it's just what it is. I mean, there is one other thing that you go this time because I'll go say my second critique after.
Oh, you want me to do another critique?
Well, yours, I guess the Craven one's pretty much yours too.
All right, yeah. I will say I wasn't a fan of Miles getting a new suit as his main suit. That whole evolved.
Oh yeah, you do not like that suit, man.
No, the thing is, I like it, but not as a main suit. If it's an alternate suit, fine. That thing, it looks cool. It's something new, fresh. It's an Insomniac original. But as Miles's main suit, why? Bro, and what he says, a Miles Morales original, 1 of 1. Bro, you just created a brand new suit in your previous game. Why are you making another new suit? Like, it's just pointless. I think it was a shoehorn for an Adidas ad. Because
Probably because Adidas did make like a little. Aren't they like doing something with that? Like,
yeah. So he's wearing the Adidas 4D cream puffs or whatever they're called. No, not the cream puffs. They're called something stupid.
Hey, yo.
But he's wearing that, and then and Adidas is selling like the top and like the legging things that he's wearing, so you can pretty much dress up in the suit. So it's like an Adidas marketing tool. But,
okay.
Like,
well, he probably won't have it. He probably won't have it in the next game.
He better not, because that original suit is fire. He better not change up.
I think he'll use the original one in the next game.
Yeah. So one more quick critique that I did want to talk about, that it'll take 2 seconds, was me and RJ, or I was a little spoiled for the ending, and I thought Peter gave up being Spider-Man completely, and that had me worried. But thankfully, it seems like he's just taking a break, which rightfully so. He kind of deserves one. But I was very nervous, but I am glad now that he's not done being Spider-Man, because if he did, we'd have problems.
Yeah. If he did, we've had problems.
Because Peter Parker's not going to give up Spider-Man that easily. It should take a lot more than that. But those are mostly my story critiques. A few other minor ones that we'll talk about after RJ gives another critique.
This is pretty much I didn't like how they handled Miles.
That's a good point too.
This might be a hot take to some, but I just felt like they didn't do Miles justice, in my opinion. Like, I just felt like he was, the whole game, I get it. He's trying to like finish his college essay and stuff like that.
I don't think he does.
And trust me, I understand that, but it's like they don't give him any of like the major villains. I mean, he of course he fights Mr. Negative, but I would have liked to have seen him fight Craven or Mysterio. Like, I mean, I know Mysterio was. I'm not gonna count. He's trying to redeem and stuff like that. But I would have just loved if he had more to do. I just felt like Miles was just like on the sideline throughout the game, and that when they're at Coney Island, like he just leaves. Like, I was like, I don't know. It was just weird. Like, they gave Peter like more of like the major stuff, and then they brought Miles in when they needed him to. Like, it was just kind of.
He was just there, kind of.
Yeah, like sometimes he was just there, and it was just a bit odd of some of the choices that they were doing.
Yeah. So you got to keep playing those side missions, man, because you're missing out on some good stuff.
Why did they have to make it in the side missions? Just
That's
put
what
it
I'm
in-
saying. Yeah, but because you said, why don't they have Miles fight Mysterio? Oh boy, Danny, Peter Parker and Peter Daka. I freaking love you, Danny. What's up, bro?
Oh my
With
god.
RJ, he doesn't get time to cook. Yeah, that is.
Yeah, it's just like he basically what I'm saying is like Adam, you get it. Like, and I'm sure you do too. But like in the first part of the game, I like what they're doing because he's with Peter. Like it's him, Peter, and Miles. And then throughout like the middle of the game, he just kind of goes off to the side, and then like he's just doing like these like pointless missions, like the one with the what's the one with the museum or something?
Yeah, like they have Peter dealing with the black suit doing symbiote shit, and then Miles is out there saving drums from freaking high schools. Like,
Yeah,
I think that's what we're saying, Jessica.
Yeah.
I'm glad you like it a lot, but just
Yeah.
certain aspects just didn't click for us. It's just like Miles is doing. I get it's friendly neighborhood stuff that's part of Spider-Man. It's just Peter's like up here doing like the craziest of things, and Miles is doing like bare minimum.
Yeah, like the only one that I could say like his own mission that was really good was the one with Black Cat. That was really good. I did like that one.
Okay, that leads me into my next issue that I got.
Oh boy, here we go.
How can you have a fox like the Black Cat come back in the story and not have her try and get down with Peter a little bit while he's got that black symbiote suit on, and you don't have her do nothing? No. What do? You have her go bat for the other team. You have her go off to France with her little freaking honey from Snow Bunny, as Danny would probably call it. What's up with that? Why? That's just so pointless. They ended on such good terms in the last game. She saved Peter's life.
So why undo that, Cody?
Huh?
I said why undo that?
So they had her save Peter's life, and they were like, all good. They were like, oh, thank you. Yeah, I'll see you later. And then she tries giving him the cold shoulder, and the only interaction they have in the whole game is on some stupid phone call before she portals off to France. Like, why do that? And why have her bat for the other team? It's not necessary. Come on. I know it's in the comics, some comics. I don't know why, but
it is in some comics. You can't complain about it.
I know, but Black Cat belongs with Peter. Black Cat belongs with Peter, at least temporarily. What are you doing?
I disagree with that.
See, Danny knows what I'm talking about.
You know where Black Cat belongs? She belongs to the streets.
And in my sheets. No, I'm kidding.
Oh Lord.
But no, I'm not saying I didn't want Peter to go lay in the pipe with her or nothing. I'm not saying that. I just wanted a little more dialogue and interaction. You know what I mean? Like, really? You're going to give old boy the cold shoulder for what? Well, what did he do? Because I mean, choosing a ginger over Black Cat is already a crime, but
here we go.
You can't fault him. I guess he's happy, but I did not like that.
You can't fault him because Black Cat did lie and say that she pulled a Talia al Ghul and said that, oh yeah, she's pregnant with his kid. And it's like, what? I mean, come on, bro.
See, Tristan, that's what I'm saying, man.
It would have been cool to see. I'm not saying that it wouldn't.
Yeah, it would have been. And I could have seen her, pulling Pete from MJ a little bit. And MJ be like, "What you doing?" I'm out doing Spider-Man things. He's doing his thing. But anyway, it wasn't originally her story. So, of course they didn't, because they wanted to add their political BS. Not playing, or not really.
Here we go.
It's kind of valid, but it is what it is, man.
I get it wasn't originally, but you know how many like comic adaptations we not comic like storylines that we have, like it's.
One day.
How could you?
Oh man. Um, I would have liked to see her in the DLC again, but it probably won't happen now because they've kind of gotten rid of her.
Got rid of her. Go to the streets of Paris. Get your ass out of here.
You know, after the stuff with her girlfriend doesn't work out, she's gonna make a nice French man very happy.
Black Cat is hot as hell. I'm just not the biggest fan of Black Cat as a character.
I know you think she's a black or a Catwoman ripoff. We know
she is a Catwoman knockoff.
I know. I never said it wasn't valid.
Absolute. What the hell?
What the heck, Shamoon? What is this shit? What is this shit, man? What? What is he saying?
I have no idea.
Okay, Mr. ZZ. Anyway, yes, I did like the tease to Doctor Strange and the little sticky note we got from Wong.
Cool.
I thought that was pretty cool.
That was cool.
Oh, did you hear about the see Jessica Drew know what she's talking about?
No, Black Cat is fine. I'm not disagreeing. I'm talking about her as a character. As she is fine. Like she is hot. But I'm talking about her as a character and how she's written. What you about to say?
Oh yeah, did you see that the Easter egg of Matt Murdock's law office with the eviction notice?
Can we please get a DLC with Daredevil?
Now that would be tight.
Please.
Oh yeah, what'd you think of the whole Flame storyline, the side mission with Wraith?
I like that.
Amazing.
I like that. Cletus.
Yeah.
Freaking Carnage, baby. I like that.
Now that's how you do Cletus Cassidy, Woody Harrelson. I know it's not Woody's fault, but
yeah, because he would have been a good Carnage, but writing.
Exactly. Like this guy's messed up in the head in the game. He's gonna be doing some crazy.
This man was like, Rafe, you can do it, right? Just talking.
Yeah, he was stuck to the wall talking all that noise.
Yeah, he's still talking trash to Rafe. and like Rafe and Peter are like fighting, and he's just talking like, yeah, he's just laughing, but it's like, dude, what are you doing? Just talking shit.
Did you have? Yes, it was.
Yes, yeah, it was pretty bad. Venom 2 was ass.
Flame mission was sick. Did you have any other grievances with this game or story things you didn't like?
Yeah, the only thing I didn't like was how they handled Miles and Craven. But other than that, well, actually, there's one more. This might come to a shock. I did not like Harry in this game. I just. All right. Listen. Okay.
Short time.
So it's just the way, he gets angry. I'm like, oh, stop! I don't buy this. Stop it. But no, I like the whole thing with the Emily May Foundation. I like that stuff. I loved him and Peter's friendship in this game, but it's when Harry when he's becoming Venom. Oh, I didn't like that. That Harry becoming Venom. I did not like that. I not hated it, but I really did not like that. I'm sorry, I didn't like it. I just didn't like it, man, because I get it. It's different, but they did the TASM 2. Adam, I completely agree. It's TASM 2 with Venom. Like the whole, not the storyline, but I'm just saying, I'm sorry, they did this on purpose. When he throws a cane at the window and Peter's swinging away, it's like, oh, you know what you're doing. Oh, stop it. No. I was like, oh, are you kidding me? They're doing that.
This may come as a surprise to everybody, but I was actually kind of okay with it. I mean, I wasn't a big fan of Harry, but they made it make sense for me. They made it make sense a little bit because, Peter at first he was trying to get the suit off of him, and Harry was like, bro, I really need the suit or I'm gonna die. And Peter was kind of like, fuck off. He's
Oh,
kinda like-
Tristan, I agree, Tristan. Like they did do it better. It's just so on the nose. Like, no, what were you saying?
Yeah, exactly. That's my only problem with it, is that it was still too obvious. But they did make it
That's
earned. If they just didn't make it so damn obvious.
that's my issue with it. It's like they just were basically telling us, yeah, Harry's Venom, guys. Like they were telling us, and in the game, like it's fine when they're trying to save him, like out of the symbiote suit. It's okay. Like I don't mind it, but it's just when he becomes Venom, I'm just like, well, there's no surprise factor here. Like we all knew this was coming. Like I'm like, well, I mean, like that's why I didn't want him to be Venom, because it's like, well, the marketing is saying he's Venom. Like,
Right. And also, you got a little pansy ass Harry Osborn turning into a monster mega beast of Venom.
I mean, Harry in the game is fine. It's just that he's the whole sick thing. Like we've seen that before, and you know,
Yeah, and like, why didn't he turn to Venom before, when he turned into anti-Venom? He was anti-Venom, and then he all of a sudden turns into a behemoth. Is it like what was like the deterring factor to turn him into Venom? Was it the anger? Like, I feel like that's kind of a lackluster reason for him to completely.
yeah.
Because I feel like Peter was more angry than Harry was. So
No, okay. So, but one thing I don't like is his motivation for becoming Venom. Like the conversation between Peter and Norman. Like, what's there to get upset about? Like, he had no reason to get upset. Like, Norman was saying, "I'm glad you're here for him." That's basically what he said.
yeah,
Like, and he gets mad about it. Like, I don't know. It just they could have done so much more, in my opinion, with Harry. I mean, I don't the guy that plays Harry is good. Like the mannerisms and all that stuff. Like I like that Peter and Harry are like super nerdy and stuff like that. They have like that super nerdy friendship, and it kind of reminded me of like Spectacular Spider-Man between Peter and Harry. It's like I don't dislike Harry as a character in this game. It's just that some of the choices with him and with Venom, I just didn't like. I was like, like, this could be way better.
it was like similar to the Craven situation a bit.
Yeah,
But
that
now
Craven
let's talk about something everybody and their grandmother loved about this game, and that was Symbiote Spider-Man. Gameplay and story.
Yeah, I loved it.
Freaking amazing.
Yeah,
That sneaking into Craven's like penthouse, whatever you want to call it, with all his goons, with the symbiote suit, like with the drugging the tiger, just like finding out clues. And then my favorite part of like just seeing the symbiote in this game, we weren't even using it, and that was when we were playing as MJ, and she was trying to calm Peter down, and we had to do that chase scene where he was chasing her.
Yeah,
that was like a right out of the Last of Us game.
Yeah,
literally terrifying. And
at least the first one's a good game.
Yuri Lowenthal better win an award for best performance,
like the game awards and stuff like that. Yeah,
there was, I think it was when Peter was fighting Craven. Yuri said that he hurt his voice doing that part because he was like screaming. Oh yeah, it was the scene where like he was beating up his goons right before the fight, and he picked up the car and he yells "Where?" That's where Yuri said he heard his voice, and it was like a roar.
Oh,
remember that part? It's freaking insane, dude. He killed it.
Yeah,
like the way he can go from lighthearted, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man to that in the same damn game.
Yeah,
looking incredible. But
yeah,
that's what we were all looking forward to, and I'm very happy to say that Insomniac killed it on that front. It was just
killed it with that. It did. Really enjoyable.
Definitely my favorite arc of
the game.
Peter of the game, or in just like interpretation of Peter in the black suit. I think in like
Oh, really?
in the form of media. Yes,
Ooh.
not
It's
counting.
it's in my top 3, I would say. I think I like it's close because Josh Keaton in Spectacular Spider-Man, that's pretty good.
Christopher
original-
Daniel Barnes too.
Yeah, the original animated series is close. It's definitely in
Yeah.
my top 3.
It's safe to say those are the top 3, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I want to watch Josh Keaton's. It's really
I need to
soon
rewatch.
again.
I need to rewatch like the animated series and Spectacular Spider-Man. Like I need to rewatch those because it's been a while since I've seen those.
Nature
But-
versus nurture, baby.
Nature is the best episode in the entirety of the Spectacular Spider-Man. Without a doubt. That episode is so freaking good. I'm rewatching it today.
I love that. Like Venom in that game or in that show is amazing.
Yes.
The suit, Peter's suit, the symbiote suit in that game is amazing too. Oh,
Yeah.
So damn good.
The voice actor for Venom in Spectacular Spider-Man is really good. Like when he's talking as Venom, I'm like, oh boy.
What did you think of Tony Todd's performance?
Oh, wow. Chef's kiss. I mean, he was phenomenal.
You know,
It was
I
scary.
loved I loved it when it was Peter in the symbiote, and he was saying something, and then you just hear in the back, "Kill Craven." I was like, yeah.
Like Candyman, dude. I was like, oh man.
I literally shattered Rick.
When they do Venom in the MCU, Brain Tony Todd to do the voice.
You have to.
Tony Todd does the voice.
What do you think of him doing the voice of Carnage potentially?
Do it.
Yeah, I'm sure he could make some modifications to make it different.
Yeah, he could do it. I say do it. Go for it.
Because why try to find someone else who can do a menacing voice like that when you already got one?
Look at Danny's comment. Spider-Man is to go. That's why he the MVP. That's why he didn't go. Oh man, yeah. Animated 90s animated series is really really good. Spectacular. It's close between that and Spectacular Spider-Man.
It's neck and neck. It's neck and neck. But I might give the nostalgia of the animated 90s might give it a slight edge, but they're so good.
Yeah, they're both really good. Yeah.
Really?
I did not know that.
Damn.
Josh Whedon's voice is Electro in the game. Wow.
Not that I don't believe you, Drew, but I just want to see that like in 4K.
In 4K. That's crazy.
Oh shit, he's right. He is right.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Not that I didn't believe you, but I just wanted to see it. That's crazy. That's cool. That's a cool Easter egg.
That's sick.
That is sick. I did not catch that. I'm trying to think of his voice now.
Like, the Spider-Man like voice community is like
Peak, bro.
yeah.
Well,
Fury, Josh Keaton.
what did you? Well, we won't hear any more of him now because he's dead. But what did you think of Craven killing a bunch of the Rogues Gallery?
I mean, it was just an odd choice for me. Like, I just didn't understand it. Like, some of it's like, okay, come on. Like, how did he kill Rhino?
Yeah.
It's like, come on. Like, how did that happen?
Like I know Craven, like when we sneak into his like facilities and stuff, this man did his research on everybody. So he knew damn near everything on everybody. But yeah, I loved it, him killing all those guys, but I hated it at the same time. I got mixed feelings on it. This.
But also some of it's like, how the hell did he kill off Electro?
Yeah, he could have just flown away on his. He could like, I don't know how they grounded him.
How the hell did he do that?
I think he said it was easy. in like one of the voice things. I think he said killing Electro was easy.
What?
And he said Shocker was like one of the biggest challenges.
I guess.
So he killed Vulture, Shocker, Scorpion, Electro, and Rhino. So 5. That's crazy. He damn near killed all the villains in the first game of the Sinister Six.
Fucking Danny, bro.
And see, Tristan, I think this is the case where he just had a bunch of his lackeys sacrifice themselves, and he just stepped in and killed them when to pick up the pieces.
It's a bit like, I don't know.
Sinister 1. Well, technically 2. Oh,
Okay, so I will say this though. The fact that a lot of the villains are like redeeming and some of them are dead, I think the next game is going to be the last game.
Oh yeah, especially because you saw the post-credit scenes, right?
Yeah, final chapter.
Yeah, so Doc Ock is going to be back for sure.
Yeah,
and yeah, the fact that he said the final chapter, yeah, I definitely think it's going to end in
Doc Ock, Green Goblin, Carnage potentially.
Carnage if they don't use him in the DLC.
I mean, if they might use him in the DLC. Honestly, if they do bring in Carnage, how the hell are they gonna top with Venom having symbiotes like just take over New York? Like,
yeah, because we destroyed literally Oscorp with Venom. Like,
yeah.
What's Carnage gonna do? If that ain't Carnage, what's Carnage? Like, what?
Like, they still have the symbiote, right? Like, didn't Peter put it in he took it in like the glass and he put it, or he destroyed it?
Was maybe, or unless that was the one that Cassidy took, but it might not have been. It might have just been another one.
Yeah.
Ooh, what is it, Shea Moon?
He's gonna say a joke. Eddie Brock. That is a good point. I mean, they could, but if they do have Carnage, like Peter and Miles are gonna need the symbiote. They can't be like Carnage is like basically like he's OP. Like you can't. Peter and Miles are gonna need like someone to use a symbiote. Like they can't take them out.
Yeah, like thankfully Peter has anti-venom, but Miles might gonna need some help, bro.
Yeah.
Might need some juice. He might need to juice a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I kind of wish we saw Kingpin in this game. I kind of missed him a little bit.
You know what they could have done? They could have had Kingpin like fund.
Craven
fund.
Yeah, because they never explained how he has all this money.
Yeah, yeah, they don't explain that.
They even said, like, where the hell is he getting all this money for this crazy tech?
Yeah, somebody was funding that money.
Oh, but you need to play. You need to keep doing those side missions because you're gonna love the chameleon stuff.
All right, I'll do it.
I think it's the hunter drones that you have to do, like where you have to chase them around.
Yeah. Ninja Venom, Miles Morales. Ninja Venom, Miles Morales.
Oh yeah, how'd you feel about the MJ missions making a comeback?
I mean, they were more entertaining than the last ones. I mean,
you said what?
I liked them. I didn't mind. They were more entertaining than the last game. Like the MJ missions, I didn't mind them. I mean, sure, she was like John Wick a few times, but who cares? I didn't mind it. It's whatever.
I mean, yeah, they were a little annoying, but I was fine with it in the first one. But
yeah,
They did make her, way too OP a little bit. Like there were parts where like I did like how if you were seen, it wasn't over. Like you could get shot and still be alive by a freaking arrow. And of course, they gave her the
Yeah.
web gun. Like that was crazy.
That was cool that they gave her the web gun. Like, I mean, yeah, I didn't mind him. I mean, I kind of like the developer. He like said something like recently about it and stuff like that. He said he didn't care. I mean,
yeah.
he could have worded that. I mean, it doesn't. As whatever he said. The point is, I kind of get where he's coming from because it's like people complain about it, and it's like, okay, he tried to make it better. I mean, people are still complaining. So like, maybe he's just frustrated.
In some of those missions, you had to play as MJ. Like with getting chased by by Peter and stuff. What was I gonna say? Well, I don't think Hydro Man is her ex-boyfriend in this universe. He was in the '90s series, but we don't know about if that's canon in this one. He was teased at the at Coney Island.
What did you think about Silk being teased?
Oh, that I did not see that coming at all.
Yeah,
I thought that was super cool.
That was cool. I think they're saying 3 spider people, like
Yeah, because she gets bit in the comics by the same spider that Peter does, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll be the case in this one, but that's interesting. I'm kind of glad it's not a Gwen Stacy, because we don't want it too close to Spider-Verse. I'm glad they're switching it up.
I definitely think that these characters are gonna be in Beyond the Spider-Verse,
like the Insomniac characters.
Yeah,
that would make sense.
Because I don't think they did Silk in any of the Spider-Verse movies, but
no, that's a good point. Perfect place to bring it in.
Yeah.
What did you? Oh yeah, another little thing that annoyed me was Norman got so mad at Peter and Miles, like when they were Spider-Man, about like nearly.
Yeah, he told them to do whatever you got to do to get.
Yeah, and like, yeah, sorry, your son's in a coma, but he's breathing. He has a pulse, and the symbiote is off of him. What more do you want, bro?
Yeah.
Like, the longer he stayed with the symbiote, the harder it would be to separate them.
This Norman's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's the question. That's a question.
No, he's a bit odd. Like, I gotta do a lot for me in the next game for him to be for me to think that he could be passed as a Green Goblin, because
he's got some big shoes to fill, man.
He's got some big shoes.
Even obviously Willem Dafoe, and even the Goblin in the '90s series was pretty good.
Yeah,
like he's got some work to do.
I'm interested to see like how they take that route. But
yeah, seriously,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So RJ hasn't played through all the Mysterium side missions, but from what just the main story, he's kind of a whiny bitch. He kind of is. He's kind of a puss bag. Quentin or Jake Gyllenhaal's my Quentin Beck.
Jake, well, I mean, fire all the drones now.
That's a question I've been asking, Drew. Who's going to be the Goblin, Norman or Harry?
I mean, it should be Norman.
It should, but who?
I mean,
the G serum is intended to be used for Harry, but he probably might use it for himself.
Yeah.
So, could go either way. That's going to be the topic of debate for the next X amount of years. And it's probably going to be the obvious answer. It's probably going to be
game. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you see them Superior Spider-Man arc? I don't think they did one Phoenix. All I saw
Oh,
was
he's
that-
saying.
Oh,
he's
do you
saying,
see them
I think
doing
he
one?
has- yeah, like in the next game, because you know that
Oh.
storyline in the comic book, Superior Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible. Can you picture this Doc Ock swinging around though? I don't know, man. It would be cool, but he's a little fat.
Yeah.
You have to do some
Well,
setup.
he basically like takes over Peter's body and stuff.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Kind of weird, but it's a weird storyline. I'm not like the biggest fan of it.
Yeah, it's a little sus.
Yeah.
You know, it gets inside him. Yeah, that's weird, man. Weasel.
Weasel.
Man, I hate that weasel.
I thought he was here for a second. Can you imagine if they do 2 goblins? Yo, that would be freaking mad.
I wouldn't be shocked.
I wouldn't be mad at it either. I would.
Do you think that how many more games do you think they'll make?
It depends on the direction, man. I hate to say this, but I'm thinking they're moving to make Miles the lead, and they're just slowly going to keep pushing Peter out. I think they might kill him off. So this will be the final chapter in his game, I think.
I mean, this Miles kind of. I mean, he's up for it. I think he's keeps ascending as like, you know, Spider-Man. I think he's going to be the major character, at least in the first. He's going to be like the main character, at least for the first part of the third game. We'll be playing as him for the most part, and you might not see Peter for like a good bit, but I'm here for it. Yeah, I could see it happening. I mean, they might. Darius.
Fuck's sake.
But yeah, I think Miles. I don't know how many more Spider-Man games they'll make, but I do think this is the last game with Peter. I definitely do see that.
And I hate to think that.
I mean, I'm just saying, man. I mean, they killed off most of his villains. I mean, he really only got like 2 left that he's really got to deal with. I mean, most of the villains are redeeming and moving on, and a lot of the other ones are dead. I mean,
one of the creative directors did say, he was asked if he was afraid if they're running out of villains. He says, "Nah, we got plenty more up our sleeve." But
I mean, yeah. I mean, Spider-Man does have a good rogues, but like you killed most of his rogues.
yeah, at least most of the ones people care about, you know.
Yeah. How do you feel about them making a Venom game? Because I've heard rumors about that.
I'm just like, he's dead. How are you going to do that though?
I really do not want. What if they do a storyline where Mayday is born next, and that's why Peter permanently leaves it tomorrow? I could see that, Darius. I could see that.
Yeah, like him and MJ like have their kid. That would be interesting.
Because like, I'm not gonna lie, in this game, Peter was getting his ass whooped a lot. Like there were times, man, where he's getting stabbed. I'm like, Jesus, man, like you were
Yeah, like you're telling me this man squared up with the entire Sinister Six and held his own, but just 1v1 Kraven stabs him. What? What are you talking about? I just didn't get that.
To be fair, Cody. To be fair, Kraven was ducking him a lot in the game.
Yeah,
being a little bitch.
Bitch.
Little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I definitely do see it being Miles is going to be the next. He's the next guy in line, and with them bringing in Silk, I mean, might be there might be a game where it's just Miles and Silk. I'm here to see it. Give me that game. I will play that shit.
Yeah, I'll still play it too. I'm gonna be sad. I might cry playing it, but I'm gonna play it. Just don't kill off my boy Peter. Please don't. But it's probably gonna happen.
I don't think they'll kill. I don't think they'll kill off. They might, honestly. They might. Dude,
He's like, yeah, they might.
I know you don't want to hear this. Have you read Ultimate Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, I know where you're going with this.
They could give him that death.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I don't want to do it, but they could.
If they do that death, you need to record my reaction. You record my reaction.
I'm crying, man.
It's not gonna be good.
Hey, no, I'll tell you one. They better not do that to Tom Spider-Man, because that's when I'll be like, oh no, don't do it, don't do it, Sony and Marvel. Kevin Feige, don't do it. Okay, we're gonna have problems. But no, I hope they don't Game of Thrones. My boys say this shit. Yeah, it depends. I mean, they could do Red Goblin. They could do that. I could see that happening, Darius. They could do that.
Yeah, it could. Yeah, Shamoon was saying that earlier too. You guys are on the same page with that.
Yeah, I can see them doing that. They haven't done that, and Insomniac does do stuff different to their credit. They do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I like how they offer their own spin on things, but don't steer too far away from this source material. They don't got balls to do that.
I mean, yeah, but tell that to the comic writers that created the character, because they did it plenty of times.
Can you? Yeah. Can imagine the uproar for that. I think you're right, Tristan. That would be the only very thin, paper thin silver lining. Is that it would probably be earned.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about how we think in the third game it'll probably be the last game in Peter's trilogy, and that we think that he could possibly die. Jessica.
Yeah.
Could happen.
I like Peter's suit in this game.
Dude, peak. My favorite suit of all time. So damn good. Like the first one, I liked it, but the orange, you and me are like, the orange tint was not it.
It was not it.
It looked terrible.
The rest, game, it looked sexy.
Now they polished it. It looks so much cleaner.
Yeah.
Nice red, actual red. Yes. I honestly have no idea because I did not see this coming.
Yeah, it's different. I think they're setting up Miles, as I said, like the Miles is the main character. They'll have Silk. I don't know what they'll do with her in the next game, but by the end of the game, she might be full on Silk. So, and I think that might in the future you'll get like a Miles and Silk game, and they could set up stuff for them too. You just never know. But that's what I think. That's the only thing I can say right now, like what they're probably gonna do. It's probably gonna happen.
I wonder how old she's gonna be.
Yeah.
I would say probably a little younger than Miles, maybe 15.
Yeah. What?
Not Danny.
I mean, the Ultimate Spider-Man comic did sell well, so I mean, yeah, nobody stays dead in the comics, but we're talking about like a game where like Peter's like past his prime as Spider-Man. He's like done, like he's been Spider-Man like for years. That's definitely what they're setting up. Miles mentoring,
especially with her dad and his mom, like dating now. They're going to be spending a lot of time together, getting to know each other. It's for sure going to happen.
Yeah.
Stop that,
siblings.
Drew. Stop, Drew.
No, good God, no.
Drew.
See, that right there, no, stop it. Don't no.
Yeah, that's mostly what I know about her, Darius, is that they were the same age as Peter and they were both bitten by the same spider. So yeah, I'm wondering how they're gonna put a different twist on it this time.
That ruined Last of Us. Oh, while we're on this subject, please, HBO, do not kill off Joel in the show. Please don't do it. Do not do it. Okay. Season 1 of The Last of Us was so good. Do not do it. Do not kill off Joel in season 2. Please don't do it. No. I don't. I will not. No. Okay. Because the game trash. Okay. I'm sorry. It's terrible.
So we do know that Norman does still have some spiders. Because remember when we went into that room where Harry was in the tank and he has like spiders still?
Mm-hmm.
So he still got them. But I wonder how she's going to come across them. That's the question.
Well, actually, who knows? Maybe she already got bit.
Oh, that's true too.
That's a good. She might have already. Maybe she already got bit.
Yeah, maybe like recently or something.
I mean, we don't
really know how to communicate her powers to people or use them, so she probably just doesn't do anything though.
Yeah, Tristan, the way they killed off Joel, oh my gosh. Have you played The Last of Us Part 2?
No. Have you?
I didn't play it, but I just watched the gameplay of it. It was God. I'm glad I didn't play it. But
it's trash.
See, the thing about it, okay, the overall story isn't like bad as a whole. It's just it ain't what they do with Joel. It's just really the main thing. It's just bad. Terrible what they do with Joel. I mean, there is a character in there that everybody hates. Cody, where'd you go? Cody! Cody! Cody, where'd you go? Joel was around for a whole 10 minutes and then bye. I played 10 minutes, saw that. I didn't play the last one of these games, but I've seen the cutscenes. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Injustice 3, I'm just saying. Well, yeah, Injustice is just that was awful, Danny.
Yeah, Venom did capture me, but I escaped. If by Venom you mean,
but like, yeah, this context is like different from like. Not saying they're gonna kill off Peter, but they just do. The games are different from the movies. Did Venom capture Cody? Yeah, did you get captured by Venom, Cody?
If by Venom you mean a black woman, then yes.
Wow.
But I got away. Ain't no symbiote giving me 19 inches.
I thought she'll be at work tonight. Why is she not at work?
She got a new job.
Really? What's the new job?
She works in a hospital now.
Day shift?
Well, this week because it's like orientation, but it's gonna be like altering. Like some weeks she's gonna work 10 days and some at night.
Well, if you're that's a tough job. Wait, what department? Like what division or whatever?
I have to ask her. I don't know.
No, okay. Phoenix, they could. Yeah, I mean, I hope they just retire this version.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, don't be surprised if they do kill him off.
They'll make it poetic and hard.
Yeah, it'll be good. No matter what, he's either gonna retire fully as Spider-Man, or he's gonna get killed.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Also, I heard that. Yes.
Comparing. Wait, what? Comparing this game to the first game.
What were you saying?
Comparing this game to the first game, I think we're in agreement. Gameplay is worlds beyond the first game in Spider-Man 2. It's worlds better.
Yeah, the gameplay is really, really good. Yeah.
But the story in the first game has an edge over this one.
Yeah, I prefer the story in the first game. I do.
Yeah. For me, I'm gonna still let it marinate for a few more weeks, but in my head they're like neck and neck. But that could change because that first
Yeah,
game is something special.
it's just the stuff what they do with Miles and Craven in the second game kind of just rubbed me the wrong way. I was just like, oh, come on. Like, especially with Craven, I was like, oh, really, guy? You just had to do it. You just had to do it. Bodyguard.
Yeah.
Costner.
Damn right, Kevin Costner at your service here, sir. But I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? Grievances, things you loved. Oh yeah, you got your all-time favorite movie suit, the final swing suit that you haven't unlocked yet.
Yeah, I haven't been playing it. Been doing shit. I gotta play. I'll probably play it. Maybe I'll play it tonight and try to unlock it.
Got to unlock that because it's beautiful.
Yeah, I've seen. You sent me plenty of photos, Cody.
Oh yeah, I sent him plenty of photos today. But I think that's about it. You got anything else?
No.
All right, guys.
Hope the strikes ends. We can get some Spider-Man 4 news.
Yes.
God.
On that subject, we're going to now be not completely moving away from the Insomniac universe, but we're going to continue to explore other avenues of Spider-Man media. Still going to talk about the game here and there, but not as much. The game came out. Just it's come and gone. So now we're going to go back to formula. Back to formula. And we're going to talk about, we might even, I know I've been saying this for so many episodes about reviewing like movies with some of the we wanted to do that. I think we should start doing that next, unless there's some groundbreaking news on the strikes or just Spider-Man 4 project updates.
Please.
Honestly, if we get that might be better. But as of right now, we might, if nothing else comes about it, we're going to probably do some film reviews. So I don't know what we're going to do first. Maybe.
I mean, we got what have we done? We've done, because I wrote down a bunch of stuff we could talk about.
Yeah.
The MCU having Norman and Harry, favorite Spider-Man comics. We still got to do that.
A crossover, maybe. A Batman v Spider-Man crossover. Who's going to win? Put in the chat. Batman or Spider-Man?
Hey, I have no dog in that fight.
Yes, you do. You're on my side. You like Spider-Man better. You've admitted it to me and everyone else.
Hold on.
No, holding on.
Hey, yes, there is holding on. Hold on to your mic. Hold on. Yes, I like Spider-Man. He edges out Batman. Okay, he does. But Batman is that mofo. Okay, you gotta give credit where credit is due. Okay.
Oh yeah. Don't give me that prep time bullshit though.
I agree with that. That prep time shit is annoying.
Yes, but a potential crossover might be on the way.
Oh yeah.
But
we have videos ideas like what would your plot be if TASM 3 were to happen, and Toby Spider-Man 4 if that would happen. What?
Oh yeah, I don't have a script per se, but I have a whole outline of what I'd like to happen, and the little tease is that Kingpin, Daredevil. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, Tristan, they are both that guys. We've ranked all the suits. Have we ranked the love interests?
No. I love the rankings. Those are my favorite because it always gets spicy, and I
always does.
Put a rant.
It does.
Hey, if you've been a fan a long time, you know who my number one love interest is, and you're never changing my mind.
Here we go.
Oh, we've been going.
We're talking about lust. I can understand what you're saying. What was it? What would you have done to make the TASM movies better? We could do that in the future.
Delete them.
What would you have changed about Spider-Man 3?
Nothing.
Who will win in a fight between Tom, Toby, and Andrew Spider-Man?
Yuri.
He's not on the list. If you put him in the list, it's cheating. Okay. You can't do that.
Mm.
But Yuri is whooping all of them. Let's be clear. He is whooping all of them.
No,
Yuri,
yeah, that'll be a fun one if we talk.
that would be a fun one. I'm sorry. I love Andrew, but he's
getting dropped off, man.
He's getting dropped off by Tom and Toby. I'm sorry. Yeah, I agree with that. But yeah, we could do though. We have like plenty of them. We've done because how many like rankings that we've done? Have we done?
Let's let me check 1 second. We've done a lot, and I mean I freaking love them. I know you love them, but I think we've done a fair few.
Yeah.
Playlists. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4. We've done 4 rankings.
Okay.
We've ranked all the live action suits. We've ranked all the Spider-Man movies. We've ranked we've ranked our top 5 favorite actors, and we've ranked our top 10 movie villains.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What do you guys think? Do you guys like the rankings that we do? Do you like the movie review, or would you like to see a movie review?
Here we go, Danny.
Danny. Listen, man. You got to tell me which Batman we're talking about.
No, he's talking about like Batman in the comics that's associated with like he's basically talking about Batman, like Batman in the comics, where like he's heavily associated with the Justice League. Okay, and we're talking live action, like Tom, Toby, and Andrew fighting Bale, Affleck, and Pattinson. I'm sorry. All 3, Affleck, Bale, and Pattinson. I love you guys, but y'all are getting dropped off. I'm sorry.
They're getting curb stomped.
Yeah. Movie review. Your rankings are great. Tristan says rankings. Darth Chosen says rankings are great. Just see a movie review.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, Adam, he is.
Plot armor.
Hey, sometimes he don't have some. There's plenty of time. Here's the thing, right? When he whoops Superman's ass, which I enjoy on a daily basis when he beats Superman's ass. Jesus Christ, Dark Joe. That's a terrible take. That's a god-awful take. I'm sorry. Please stop the trolling. That's a god-awful take.
As Terry Silver would say,
I am sorry. In what way is TASM 1 and TASM 2 better than Homecoming?
Did we do a hot takes video?
We did one, but people... we kind of did one, but we didn't do one at the same time. Like, you know how some people like say send in your hot takes, and then we do like a stream dedicated to it. We did, but some people didn't like. It wasn't like a lot of people that sent like hot takes. It was like only a few. I have to like go rewatch that video.
We could read them from someone else, like somewhere else too.
Yeah,
but
yes, you are trolling, bro. I'm sorry, man. You can't. No, I'm sorry. There's no film reason. Oh man, I'm sorry. No, there is no way. TASM 2 better than Homecoming. No, stop it.
See, my whole thing is Batman beating Superman makes no logical sense at all.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Batman is literally peak human being, and Superman is bear in mind.
I'll tell you why it makes sense. Because Superman's a bitch, okay? And he just got that kryptonite shit that just destroyed. Like you can just make a crumb of kryptonite and just throw it at him, and he's like, like listen, hey, don't get mad at this is where you cannot get mad at Batman fans with the prep time shit, because all Batman has to do, and he keeps kryptonite he has a blueprint, because Danny is right earlier. He has contingency plans. He can literally kill the Justice League. He can. And he's a smart mofo. And I'm sorry, Superman, the people that created Superman, that's their fault for doing the whole kryptonite shit, because they make Superman OP, but then that kryptonite shit, like, it's done. It's a done deal. Green Rock, and he falls. Agreed. It's just that. Oh man,
sounds like a loophole or lazy writing.
I mean, hey, it's out there. You can't get mad at it. Like that. That's why I always say Superman is a bitch.
Fuck them all. Kill them all.
Oh boy, yeah. We have a debate in the chat going on between tests. Okay, if you could give me reasons on why it's a good, if you could give me reasons why Chasm 2 is a actual good movie, because I have yet to hear from anybody on Earth that has given me
So I haven't seen Batman versus Superman because I don't like DC, but it wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, hey. The whole movie's awful.
I knew you were going to say that. The whole movie's awful.
It is. There's so much going on.
Danny, you're probably the only person that will ever convert me to watch DC movies.
I've been trying to do that for the last year. How come he's the only one?
You've only tried to get me to watch the Batman.
No.
Yes. That's the only movie you've tried to get me to see. Watch the Batman.
I've said watch Man of Steel. I've said watch the Joker movie. What are you talking about here?
No.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, because you're trying to get me in right in the middle. You got to have me start from the beginning. But wait, where is the beginning? Because there's 50 different universes in DC. So it's all fucking confusing, and that's why I don't like it.
Hold on.
I'm holding on.
Did you watch the Fox X-Men movies?
No, of course not.
So that's more confusing than on in the DC universe. What do you mean?
Because it's irrelevant.
What are you talking about?
In the Matt Reeves universe, what?
No, because it's separate. I only call it that because it's so good. That's why I call it that. I gave it a nickname.
I know, but it's just you gotta educate me on this whole process.
Okay, no, DC.
Not here. We don't talk about DC here, but on another time.
We got a contract now. We can't talk about DC. What is this?
No, licensing issues.
What are you talking about? I didn't sign that contract.
I did on your behalf.
God, Danny, wow.
Because you're a minor, Miles.
So you haven't seen the Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix?
No.
You have not seen the Snyder Cut?
What the hell is that?
Yeah, you gotta watch that, man. That's a whole other story. I can't explain that here. That's a whole loop.
Where does one begin?
Okay, as far as DCU, the DCEU, or you want to talk about that? The DC it was called the DC Extended Universe.
Oh, what happened?
Well, James Gunn happened. That's what happened. Everybody's gone. Well, everybody that he wants gone. See, listen. You're right. DC has been terrible. These last few years, it's been bad.
And I'm not saying Marvel's perfect. No, I'm not saying that either.
Yeah, they're not. But no. But the thing is, okay. Here's what I would do. As far as the DCEU goes, from 2013 to now, I would say watch Man of Steel. I mean, watch BVS, Batman v Superman, if you can get through it. I don't like that movie, but you could try watching it. I won't tell you not to watch it. Danny's probably laughing his ass off now.
All I know is Henry Cavill's the greatest Batman of all time, right? I'm just kidding. Relax.
When you said that was hilarious. Yeah, watch the animated DC movies. They're really good.
I've actually seen the animated Justice League from, I think it was the late 90s, early 2000s. That was pretty cool. I kind of like those.
Dude, you gotta watch the Teen Titans show. You gotta watch that. Don't watch Teen Titans Go. Watch the one from like 2005 though.
Isn't the Teen Titans and the X-Men just the same thing, but one's Marvel and one's DC?
Oh God, no.
I don't know. Teen Titans Go. Like, what the fuck is that?
Basically, no. Teen Titans are basically DC's version of the Young Avengers. Basically, it's basically that.
All right.
It's basically their answer to it. No, but you gotta watch the Teen Titans show. It's so good. Deathstroke is a menace in that show. You gotta watch it. Watch it. Okay, it's good. Mm-hmm. It's really good. You're probably not gonna watch it, but I'm just saying, watch Mask of the Phantasm. That is arguably the best Batman movie. Period. And it's underrated at the same time because people don't talk about it.
Oh gosh, you're gonna put me through this crap, all y'all.
Dane, you quiet.
Watch it, man. It's good. It's good stuff.
I'm going to rectify certain inequities.
Whatever that means.
I know you're just like strictly Marvel, but expand your horizon.
You know what? When I come back to Atlanta, you can make me watch whatever you want as long as it's interesting.
I mean, we can skip over BVS. We're not going to watch that.
Isn't that where Batman whoops his ass?
That's the only good part about it.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Then show it to me on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. But no, yeah, you need to watch that. You need to watch The Boys, man. It's so good.
I know. I have a lot.
You gotta watch The Boys, Cody. No, trust me. No. When me and Shamoon made us, he was like begging me and Danny to watch it. And we watched the first episode. And there's like so much fucked up shit that happens in the first episode. And Danny was like, "What the hell are we watching?"
I seen the first episode when what's her name dies by getting hit by the car.
Yeah, Huey's girlfriend. Yeah, you gotta watch. Oh yeah, the new season of Invincible's out this year. Oh yeah, you gotta watch Invincible too.
Yeah, I got a lot of homework to do, man. I don't know. One at a time.
You gotta watch. I really want you to watch The Boys. Though. The Boys is so good.
Okay, I'll give that a try then.
Now back to the GOAT of comic book character, Spider-Man. Okay, now back to the GOAT. Let's wrap it off. The GOAT, Spider-Man. Yeah, I forgot, Danny. 2017 Wonder Woman's good. The next one is terrible. Yeah.
1984. That was terrible.
That shit's ass, man. It's terrible. It's god awful film. Anyway, yeah. Are we wrapping it up?
Yeah. So we'll probably figure out a ranking or even a review, one or the other, for the next episode. We'll try and get it out soon. I'm not going to put a specific date on it because usually when I do that, something comes up and we don't get to it.
Mm-hmm.
We will get to that as soon as we can. But guys, thank you for watching. Thanks for watching our review. And thank you for rocking with us. Episode number 13, many more to come. And a potential crossover with our Scottish and Texan friends who love the Batman. And we love Spider-Man. So it's going to be a crossover. We're going to be doing that soon, hopefully. But guys, thank you so much for watching. We will see you in the next episode. Keep whipping. Asa!